What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. Now, I've talked about Jasmy so many different times, and I love talking about where the price is, what I can see within these gains, because I typically will find a low level, and when I find that low level, I will invest at that low level and look to see massive profits in the end. Right? I did it at 1.5 cents. I did it at 2.7 cents, and then that ultimately got liquidated, which I did profit from, by the way, but just the second half of what I had did get liquidated as you saw this pull back. Now, I believe JasmyCoin has definitely hit a support level that I think we should all focus on, and I hope this video comes out before it decides to massively increase over this support level. But I decided to maybe throw a little bit more into this play. And the reason why I decided to throw more on this play short term is because I believe we hit that support level. I believe it may be time to buy JasmyCoin if you were looking for that next stair step. I talked about in my last video that when you see things that are moving in this way, right, you're not just going to see it just continue to go up and go from, this dollar point to this dollar point to this dollar point or whatever, right? You're going to see a stair step. You're going to see fluctuation. You're going to see movement. So a lot of times when you buy on the way up, there's a time to where you could get liquidated on the way back, even though it doesn't go lower than the previous low. Does that make sense? But as you look at the chart and you start to, understand where the chart is, understand where the chart's going, you start to see these low points. And right now is definitely showing a low point. Does this mean that it will not go lower? No, it does not mean that. The crypto market is definitely something difficult, very, very tricky to fully understand, because even if you find support and resistances, a lot of times it does find a way to break through those support and resistances if the market is going aggressively in the opposite direction, right? Does that make sense? So I'm going to talk about that in this video. I'm going to talk about why it's a time to buy. I'm going to talk about where or what position I decided to buy, or what price I decided to buy at, and everything there. So if you guys could, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to check out my link for Margex, feel free to check out that link that's at the top of the description. For JasmyCoin, you can trade up to a 50x leverage if you want to. I've traded a 50x leverage 3 times, got liquidated once, and I've also traded other leverage positions, whether it was 10x or 5x. But I've traded high leverages a couple of times. I've profited from 2 of those already. And I got liquidated once out of that, which is crazy to say because you're like, oh, you got liquidated, you lose money. I didn't essentially lose money because I took that profit to kind of manage my situation or gauge my situation depending on different support levels that it hit. So anyways, we'll talk about that in future videos, not previous videos. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about JasmyCoin. Let's look at this. But if you guys want to check out my Margex link, again, that's in the description. JasmyCoin. JasmyCoin currently stands at 2.4 cents. It's down 11% today. JasmyCoin definitely has dropped quite a bit today. We're seeing an increase in volume, but obviously an increase in negative volume, where you have $144 million worth of volume, up 85%, but the price is down by 11.3%. You're seeing a $1.2 billion market cap. I really don't want to see this go lower than a $1 billion market cap. And as we gauge the situation, as we look at the chart, it really doesn't say that it's going to. Right? I still have an open position that's at a 1.5 cent price point and a 1.5 cent liquidation point, because it is a 50x leverage. And if it drops by 2% from that point, I lose everything that I put in there. Now, within that position, I did already gain $750 worth of profit, realized profit. Well, technically, I think it was $700 worth of profit, because the original investment was about $60. So let's say it's $690 worth of profit at that point. Now, I still have profit within that because it's above the 1.5 cent price by a hell of a lot. And I also took another $450 worth of profit from a previous play that I have room to play with. Does that make sense? But where we stand again is the 2.4 cent level, and I still have my 1 million JasmyCoin. I have not gotten rid of my 1 million JasmyCoin. I'm a big fan of Jasmy and what they have to offer in the community. And seeing the 1 million JasmyCoin, this is the reason why I'm trading in Margex, is the fact that I can aggressively trade over here and profit over there while not taking anything from my position that I hold outright on Coinbase. So that's just my plan. That's my overall plan. But why do I believe that right now is the time to buy at a level of 2.4 cents? Well, if we go over here and we look at my positions, different positions on Margex, you can see how a lot of them have turned negative based on what's going on in the market. You see XRP that's fallen, you see LTC, you see Ethereum that has fallen. It's understandable how they have taken that back seat. And this is why it's difficult to do a 50x leverage or 25x leverage. You tend to survive with a 5x leverage or 10x leverage rather than seeing, the crazy 25 or 50x leverage here. Now, this 50x leverage play, I'm still up $638 or 2,900%, but there's always a chance it could come back. I'm not worried about it. This is why I tend to take profit as time goes on. Now, why do I believe JasmyCoin is at a level to purchase? Well, one, it's decreased a lot. Whenever you see a decrease, you have to gauge the situation and understand where that is decreasing to. Now, there were certain levels where 27 was 2.7 cents was that level. There was also right below it where it was like 2.6, and that's where I kind of held my ground, where I had $100 that was invested in there, and that was the one that got liquidated for just a complete loss there, but it also was supplemented by the previous gain because I gained $450. I then had $350 in order to play with. And I decided that I would throw 100 in at a low level. Not sure if it would bounce off that 27 level. However, the overall market did come back, and now you're seeing it down to a 24 level. So now I've invested again. You could see here the new position that I have, which is at $19. I invested again at this low level, which is 24 or 2.4 cents, which is currently in the positive, in the green. Doesn't mean that it will aggressively be in the green for forever. No, it doesn't mean that. I'm taking a chance by throwing a little bit of avalanche on it, which is about, I believe it was $50 worth at a 25x leverage or something like that. But if we look at the chart and we zoom out, right? When in doubt, zoom out. If you zoom out a little bit and you go, let's say, a year. When I look at this, you're hitting the level of the 50 moving average. I believe it's 50 moving average. So you're seeing this at this touch point. Now, only if you can see you start seeing the market continue on this downtrend with Bitcoin and Ethereum kind of leading the way, and others that are also falling by an aggressive amount, that's where you will see JasmyCoin break through different supports and different resistances. Different supports here when it's going on the way down. But if we, not zoom out as much, let's go like 3 months. And when we go 3 months, this is the reason why I saw this at a level to where it's a possible bouncing point. Does this mean this is 100% going to bounce? No, it doesn't mean that. I drew these lines here a while ago to show exactly where these levels will be. If you did a 10x leverage or 5 or 10x leverage, you would be guaranteed to see a level of increase. Yes, you could see it come back down to 2, and that's always a strong support level. But I also feel like this was a strong support level as well. So I wanted to make sure that I was in it to win it, and I put some money in on this play at this level. And the reason why I did that was just because it shows that strong level of support, right? Yes, it doesn't have multiple touch points, but it also has a level to where it did bounce off of right here and has no history below it until you get to this point, and then you obviously get to a more aggressive point where it's more consolidation. So it's kind of taking a risk by playing the chart, but it's something that has worked out for me in the past, and this is the reason why I take profit, is to add more into the situation later, right? You take profit on the way up so that you can now have room to invest, room to throw money in on, but you're taking a risk. You're taking a larger risk in order to do that. So, anyways, this is why I think it's time to buy. Not anything super complicated. I don't want to make it complicated, but I know some people will make it super complicated by seeing certain patterns that are in there. But when I see a reversal, an aggressive reversal from a level of 4.5 cents all the way down to where it is right now, of course, I'm going to say, all right, this is a low level. This is the time to buy. That's just my opinion, right? I want you guys to give me your opinion as well. Do you think that JasmyCoin is dead, is done, is finito, is just not going to survive what's happening with Bitcoin? Let me know your opinion down below. I always like to weed out the people that maybe don't understand what they're talking about or doing. But yeah, I've had a lot of success. This is the time to buy for me, and that's why I purchased at this level. It's not to say that you 100% need to. You don't need to. You can think whatever you want to think, feel whatever you want to feel. But this is my strategy, and if it doesn't work for me, then so be it, right? It's not a foolproof strategy. It's not going to be just 100% that you're going to see a gain here. But I like to take these risks, and they seem to work out for me in the past, and they probably will work out for me in the future. But guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links down below for Margex, for Patreon, for Twitter. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.